is Borja Luque. I'm from Spain, from Jerez, de la Frontera in Spain. I'm a professional photographer. I come here to Africa, moved by my thoughts of maybe helping some NGOs around the world. I've been to India, Cambodia, Tanzania, here Uganda, where I found this project that could suit my ideas of collaboration. I heard about this project called HYPOHEALS here in Uganda, where they had some kind of activities, some creative artistic activities going on, and in which I found a small workshop of photography.
The LRA conflict is a long-standing one. Since around 86, 87, the Lord's Resistance Army has been fighting in the north, and there have been particularly egregious violations of right to life. People have been killed, rights freedom from torture. We have had people being mutilated, so people have been displaced. But this particular conflict has itself been particularly special because children have been the target of the LRA. In a sense, it's not the actions of the children, but the real villain are those commanders who would attack children, capture them, and then turn them into these killing machines. So that is always the question. Worse things have been done in the name of God. We might be sincerely, might have sincere beliefs in the Ten Commandments, as I said. He may be sincere, but sincerely mistaken. In which case, of course, you question his mental condition.
Uganda to date has reached probably about 280,000 people living with HIV/AIDS with antiretroviral therapy, although there are still very many people who need to get these drugs, particularly people who live in the poor, disadvantaged area. And of course, people who are living in the war zones may not necessarily have access to these drugs. Particularly, Gulu is affected in two areas. One, there is the issue of children being abducted and taken into war. And then there is the issue of war driving poverty. And then there is the issue of poverty driving disease. Now these three factors intertwined into each other make a situation that was bad already extremely bad. For example, we know that people who are in a war area are more inclined to get HIV/AIDS. And therefore you have a huge number of children. The northern Gulu has been infected by war for about 25 years now. So you have children who have been born by HIV/AIDS to mothers who were affected by HIV, mainly because in a war situation you have women being raped. And then of course we know the linkages between lack of education and diseases. Now if these people have been fighting for 25 years, a huge proportion of these have not gone to school. And they have no access to education, so they don't know the basic principles on how you can actually prevent HIV, and that makes the situation even worse.
So in the first visit in 2006, I was invited to give them a lesson, and I realized that the level they had was quite high. They respond very well, and because I'm a bit tough, 1 year later I decided maybe I could come back to Uganda. My job was to bring all those cameras, this equipment, to Uganda in that Christmas of 2007. I started working under the umbrella of Jolie Okot. She had a center called HYPOHEALS, where she gave me a room to work with my students. The name of HYPOHEALS says everything, no? She wants to heal these children. And that's why I thought that my activity would fit as anything, very well in this center.
Welcome back.
How are you? Nice to see you, my friend. You're taller than before, right?
Yeah, I'm growing.
My name is Okelo Stephen. I am 23 years old. I am born from Gulu and grown up from Gulu. In 2007, when Borja is coming, she told me she had a friend coming offer to open a photo school in Gulu here. I really like it. He was as an organization bring me up because one, they hosted Borja, which he offered as a class, a special class. And through HYPOHEALS, I was able to achieve my dream because I thought I will never get one. Good cameras like this, I thought I would never get. I thought I would just look at things on media from outside world.
So in this second visit, I said what was going to be the project called HYPO, which is HYPOHEALS Youth Photography Outreach. It means we come here to teach, and we provide them some tools for them to become professional photographers, or at least get some, let's say, mental relief to their difficult lives here. We are working with people, these children. Most of them come from have trouble with the LRA conflict. Some of them were fighting, some of them were abducted, some of them were night communers. Good trip.
Thank you.
Good driver. Wait, don't go, please. Don't go. Stop. Hello? Hello? This place has changed. There's no one. This has changed a lot. Hello? 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 Jolie? Hello, Jolie. How are you? Listen, I just arrived to Gulu and I came straight to HYPOHEALS. But I've seen that the place is completely empty. There's nothing. There's no. Even some of the building is being removed. What? No way. So you're really closed. No way. So you don't have a center open at the moment. Where are you? Can I meet you somewhere to talk about it? What time? I'll go this evening. I can meet you there in the Coffee Cafe. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, nice to hear your voice again. Yes, I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
This is the history of HYPOHEALS is like this. In 2001, that was at the peak when the insurgency or the war was at its peak, and a lot of children used to get abducted, and so many children used to night commute.
Jolie was in fact abducted for 2 years. She still tells me that she has a trauma still running around her head because of this situation. So probably she was the best person to understand the children's behavior, the children's thoughts after this trauma.
Why I am what I am today is because of play. I used to play a lot. I used to dance a lot. I used to do a lot of music. And that thing made me to build self-esteem. So I developed this program that I had 2,000 kids participate in them. So it was just a play therapy program. That is how I started developing HYPOHEALS. And then education, of course, the biggest challenge at that time, most of the kids had dropped out of school. So I also developed education program. Of course, there were bigger kids that could not go through a formal education. So they had just a literacy to learn, for them to learn how to read and write. And that one was mainly of older formerly abducted people. It's not something that people consider that a play can actually transform someone. So with that, I tried so much to look for funding. The biggest challenge of it was the administrative cost, because the program wasn't expensive as such, because I have most of the equipment there and it was easy to deal with, but I could not continue with it anymore. So that is why HYPOHEALS was closed.
And we have water there, water. The ceiling, yeah, what is there? Tap water. Okay. You have electricity. You want it up box?
Okay. And maybe a chance in the future of putting telephone line for internet?
Very possible.
Okay.
Very possible.
And then the project went in some way in some kind of standby. We didn't have the funds to certainly be like, we wanted to have our own place, but by that time many things happened. You know, like we heard that HYPOHEALS was having trouble, that I couldn't control the work because we didn't have internet connection. So there were some things that were worrying me, and so I kept promoting the project from Spain, trying to find the way out of this situation to establish the project permanently. And in this period of time, I got someone from Spain called Luis Arellano, who contacted me and showing a lot of interest in my project. He told me he had been doing similar things in Sahara and Morocco, so he knew more or less what my project was about, and so he came to see. We had a meeting in Seville, and already in 2009 we met each other, and we set up the new basis of what we would call HYPOHEALS. We created this association in Spain using our name plus HYPOHEALS name, that was the origin of this project, and we decided we have to come back to Uganda to launch a new course, to bring some more equipment, and to register officially the project also here in Uganda. So these kind of projects can give, like community projects, association projects, they give them the chance to express themselves, to meet other children, to make a relation with the project, and to forget a bit about their past. And then you realize when you are working with them, you look at their eyes and you see that there's a lot of pain behind. So I think this therapy is a very good thing for them. Like we have a student called David. He's been 2.5 years fighting for the LRA.
I am John Ogwara David. I am 17 years old. On that one, after my coming back from post, I was actually very grateful, because like for photographing, I was going for a kind of tour in the different places like Magician Fall, some other different camps which are there in northern Uganda. And actually when you are for that kind of journey, you meet a lot of friends, new friends, you make friends, and not even only that one. I've seen a lot of like landscape and something which I cannot expect that I will maybe see in future. I have seen to read out of the photography. Yeah. Now out of the dance is the one of the laser, whereby if you are maybe for dance and you are dancing, you will forget about the past.
This program we are doing now is a different thing to what we did in Hills. To do with theory and practical stuff is more or less the same, but we want to set this school as a business in Gulu. Maintain the shop open and looking good, and so the same honor of being a boss is going to be more responsibility and more work. The idea is that you end up being a professional photographer for weddings, social report. You can even work for newspapers. With digital camera we have computers, so you would be able to send pictures to newspapers, to magazines, and anyone who demands them. In this new center we've been working out some solutions, because we had some trouble in the past when Hills collapsed. Some of the students didn't behave very well. We heard of some staff missing. Jolly had to punish some, well, not punish, but tell off some of the students to make them repent for what they did. For us it was a bit nasty, you know, you come here to help and you see that as soon as you don't come often or you are away from here, this kind of problems might appear.
So how did you get that story that the cameras were stolen? Because the cameras are actually not there. So it's clear. You know what I did, Chanugora? I sent the police to you in school. Is it true? Did you meet a policeman?
No, no.
Chanugora, I call this guy now?
No, I met him at his office.
Yes.
He told me that, Chanugora, do you know Bolka? I said, I know. Do you know Jolly? I said, I know. Then he said, do you know Ace? I said, I know. Then he told me that the Bolka brought for you a camera, 16 cameras. I told him yes. He told me where are the cameras. I said, we were not there. I don't know how the cameras got lost because we were suspended from Hills. We went back to school. We came from school. We found out in Asolada. And totally, to be sincere, we were suspended from Hills. When the photography was still there.
I don't know whether you pray. Do you go to church? Yeah. Go back and repent. Go back and repent before God.
Yeah, Jolly actually told me that I should go back to the church. I first go and repent, I pray, so that I become a good citizen in future. So I have actually appreciated her for what she has told me. And I'm going back to the church to go and pray so seriously.
Yeah, I'm called Brenda.
Yeah, in the day I have to wake up very early, prepare tea, mop the house, and do other things, cook for the children, bathe the children. All those I have to do it because I'm a girl. Yeah, you know, in Uganda, a lady have to do everything. Boys should sit and wait for everything. Because I used to do everything, like fetching water, cooking, cleaning the compound. Yeah, they have to go for water because this borehole have something like it's not good. So I have to go and fetch water from the well. Yeah, that is part of my life. I entered in photography because I was a night commuter at Charity for Peace.
It was in 2003 that we were, most of the students, the children in Gulu town, mostly in northern Uganda, was experiencing the rebel attack around towns. So they decided to come and flood along the street, the verandas, to sleep looking for security in Gulu town. So some organized group of youth organized and gathered those children in schools. In the first place, when I was still not there, they used to take those children, they call them and they give them tea and some bread because the others were debarring away from their parents. They don't go. When they come to the town, they just go to disco and they join the robberies, which it was not good. So they organized, and the first night commuter center was Charity for Peace Foundation, which was in Gulu Public Primary School.
I used to go to sleep at Charity for Peace Foundation. It's for 2 years. Yeah, that time was not good at all because there was rebel killing people. In the night commuters there, we were fully disturbed by the rebel. When we went there, some other people, like thieves, they can go and disturb us a lot.
My experience, I joined night commuting in 2003, August. After maybe 3-4 weeks, some children were sleeping under banana, but me, I was not contented with that. So I was sneaking home and still sleeping from home. But times come that I could not even register. Then I joined the center.
In 1999, they passed across our home and they picked a lot of things, but they went without doing anything.
It is not easy to be a night commuter because it's the condition that forces you to be. And no one liked to be a night commuter by then. But if you want to survive, you want to be safe out of the abductions, you have to be.
Sensitivity.
Yes, sensitivity. So we have stickers with this 100 ASA sensitivity that you can stick in the plastic cases, plastic rolls. You stick it, and then these cameras read the sensitivity. So we have these horizontal pictures and vertical pictures, and we want to make them be composed this way. We draw three lines imaginary in the picture, Okay. And we fill this picture with, for example, 2/3 of land. This could be land, and this could be a sky. So we have the sky here with the sun. We need to give life to the picture. Show something that is happening in that landscape. People walking past, a bird. We can catch an eagle, a bird in the sky. So we have also a bird in the sky. Try to compose and be creative. Okay.
Now our visit there, the chickens I bought and I took to my grandmother was for Christmas celebrations. For over 5 years, I'm not stagnant with her because I'm in school here. I stay the whole year in town in school, and when I get back there, I stay only for 2-3 weeks, and I come back, and I don't have time to stay there. And during these holidays also, I will not be able to go there because I have to do other things to cater for my future and to look for her too. So I decided to buy those 2 chickens, actually to help her celebrate the Christmas. Yeah, that's my school. The school I've started from my primary 1 up to primary 7. When I get to the IDP camp, I do think of how can I as a person help to change the life. What should I do to make sure that the generation that will be coming with me or after me change? They don't get back to the IDP ways of life, camp's ways of life. It is not easy, but day and night I keep thinking about that.
Apparently, the living condition is the camp. It's not that good. That's why we do support the government program of the return a lot, because now those who are in the camps, as I said earlier on, they are extremely vulnerable individuals, and the humanitarian workers are advised to take services to the return sites other than in the camps. So most of those ones who are in the camp, the extremely vulnerable ones, are being supported by very few agencies, especially World Food Programs, that kind of distribute some little portion of food items to them.
It is to me because it is helping, but actually, personally, me, I don't feel good because it is not good to provide food just like this to people. People should work, and with this one, you don't work. You just sit and wait. And with this one here, it is not for the whole people, in the whole camp, but it is for those one who are the whole age, and they call them, they generalize them as disabled.
When we finish the stop bag, we throw it again in the sink. But for 10 seconds before because it's gonna take some time to pour that out. So when you are doing like a 1 minute 15, you start emptying it, and then you put the fixed bath, and then 1 minute of steering, 1 minute, and then every 30 seconds until you do 5-6 minutes for fixing.
These things are small quantities. They are like sugar. We need to stir until all of them.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. HYPOHEALS. Hills was important because they introduced photography, traditional dance, break dance, and many others. That's why I like it. Hills has helped me. Now they have begun to pay me in schools. Like now, they're still paying me up to senior. So I like Hills so much because they encourage me in education. Yeah. I think the HYPOHEALS Center, they have introduced better because we are going to learn more concerning about photography, concerning about landscape, portrait, and etc. And we are going to add our talents and skills concerning about photography. I think that one will help my life in future because I've learned more concerning about photography when I want to be like professor.
Maybe a big piece of white pack, you put it next to the face, and you see the shade is going now. Put it off. Now I have a shade here, bring it up, get it closer, you have to look for the light and facing me this way, like this. But the closer you get, the more you will fill in the shades. Okay? So here you can practice your portraits. And we need a bar there, so we can roll the white there and the gray, and we can make it this long with this shade coming here.
Yeah. Is it beautiful? I think. Yeah. Push it a little bit. Yeah. And maybe I'll get it. Yeah. So, what can I say? Stand here.
And it said, first of all, the lawlessness in the southern Sudan for a long time, the fact that there was no effective government there, they were in conflict themselves, gave a lot of safe haven to LRA, and the conflict kept reinforcing itself because the government would pursue the rebels and they would just disappear in that unregulated, ungovernable area. But with peace in southern Sudan, there appears to be a real possibility of peace in the north because the rebels cannot hide anywhere. And that's why much as they're still operating, they're doing so in those areas of Africa that are still really lawless. They're talking about Eastern Congo, you're talking about Central African Republic, and therefore they seem to have, there's still a problem.
that one, it was in 1997 when I was still in Pate, the area called Pate. So I was actually taken from there by the LRA January. And I stayed there for for 2.5 years. Like I was actually got up from there in 1999.
I was actually abducted in 1986 towards the end when the war had just started. This is what happened. We were in school, but there was a group of rebels that started their activities in the village. Asked me where I was from. I told them, now I am from school. And they said, now you are a government spy. You have come to spy on us. I said, no, I am a student. They said, no. All of us now want, so long as you are about 15 years old. But I said, my home is just like 2 kilometers away from here. Why don't you let me talk to my dad and all this? So what I did, they sent someone to my dad to confirm really if I had his daughter.
All of a sudden you find young people going and joining movements. And she was no exception. She also became a child soldier.
So with that, one thing that scared me the most, first sight, I found people that were found maybe guilty, people who had maybe communicated to the government. Their feet was being shot with a pistol. You know, like 4 people just in front of me there. And then definitely 2 days later, I had to join them. Because if I had not joined them, either myself or my family would be killed.
It's ineffective. First of all, it's an effective means of war, because you're talking about people who can easily be sort of influenced to do anything. Children are very impressionable. So if you capture them at an early age, you raise them to believe that they're children or that they have been born to fight, then you get effective fighting machines. And it becomes difficult then to, sort of rehabilitate.
I think concerning about the village, like when it reached like around 6, at the time when the rebels arrived, people ran, leave their properties there, went and sleep on the bush. Sometimes the rain so seriously, you just sleep like that. And then when times come, like in the morning, we just come back at home. Sometimes we feel like all the properties are destroyed. Many people died. Like for example, 4 uncles of mine died, and 2 sisters of mine.
So like what they did, they put me in charge of collecting revenue. But that was a very difficult situation because you literally have to go and rob somebody. Give me money, give me money, give me, that is the order. So the entire time I used to walk with maybe about 10 stick grenades in my waist. I have an AK-47. It was very difficult. Even today, that I would say that is about 24 years ago, 25 years ago, I still feel guilty.
So some other kids were actually forced to kill the parents. Like in school, when they come, in any school, when they get teachers, the headmaster, they can force those students to kill their headmaster, to burn their school, to kill their teachers, like doing different things on their parents. Yeah, that one is what it was actually happening. Because even if you are forced that you should kill your mother, your father, you have to do, you don't have any authority to stop them. Otherwise, if you refuse, they will kill you all.
My dad had like in 2004, when he was going to the village, then he met the rebels and they just killed him. Like now, when I talk like this, I feel like there's a tear coming out. I wish I should cry. It reminds me when I'm talking like that.
These are children who are bound. They have grown up understanding about war only. They have not gone to school. They have not had the basics that a child needs to grow up. They have had no time to play. They have no time to good shelter, no time to food. And therefore, these are children that are bound to be psychologically affected. They are children who are bound to pick up a weapon and fight because they have lived in war and they therefore have no sense of value of life.
You know, if for 16 years, 18 years, 20 years, you've been led to believe that killing is normal, you've killed your father, you've killed your mother, it becomes difficult then to, you know, first of all, become a part of society again.
The kind of trauma that I had was that, one, you're not confident enough. You always, you know, feel like you don't trust anyone around you. And then another thing that you always try to hide the truth, because you always want to see, you only want the positive things to happen in your life. You don't accept the negative part of it. And then another challenge that you have, you always, when you sleep, for example, for me, if you share a room with other people, you get scared because the next thing you notice is that, like, you feel like, okay, maybe that is a dead body. Because you've been seeing dead bodies almost every day.
One day, when they decided to go and attack one of the camp, these our UPDF, they knew that those people they are coming to attack the camp. Then they organized themselves. They were waiting actually for those at the LRA. Then they came and entered to the ambush. They started fire those people so much, and that's the street. I mean, the chance to other students, to other kids to escape from there. Sometimes I can't have, because like dream, you cannot control everything at night. When I have dreamt about it, I just forget about, because as I have heard maybe before that, maybe if you think about this one, you forget the past, let the past remain the past.
The law and the community have been particularly understanding, you know, as regards the situation of children. It's both under the criminal law, even normal criminal law, is understood that a child is different from an adult in the sense that they cannot have the same responsibility for their actions as an adult would have.
The rebels also and the government, they realized that minus peace talk, things will never work. Slowly, we are seeing at least a peace.
I think they should have a peace talk.
Right now, there's some sort of relative calm, but it, you know, in some cases it's seen as, you know, an uneasy calm, because right now there's some sort of peace because the government and the LRA tried to reach some sort of arrangement. The peace agreement in the end wasn't signed because Joseph Kony seemed to have some issues with the nature of the agreement, or well, he might very well have been scared or distrustful of the government's intentions.
Those atrocities which was happened in Uganda, that is not me or that is not my people. Atrocity which was taking place in Uganda was done by Uganda government. Only that I don't have means or I don't have good communication to the world which can inform the people that those things which was happened was not LRA. But the government, they have many machineries to inform the world what was happened.
On the one hand, they are irrational, you know, sort of irrationality behind it. On the other hand, you also have sort of legitimate reasons for the rebellion. But, you know, regardless of the motives, there's no gainsaying the fact that the means of achieving those motives has been decidedly brutal and unconscionable. No freedom fighter of whatever belief or whatever persuasion surely tortures his own people. You know, at the very least, one would have expected him to, you know, to attack legitimate military efforts. so there's some sort of relative calm. People are returning home slowly. The camps, the IDP camps are being disbanded. People, slowly life is returning to normal, but we cannot say for sure that everything is back to normal because no one knows. Anything can escalate again. But for now, some sort of calm.
You can switch on the light until 1 minute or 2 minutes after you actually put the copy in the fixer. After 1 minute, 2 minutes, you can switch the light and there's no damage. But before that, finish the process. Don't switch on the light during the developing or if someone is working on the table. Okay, clear?
Yes.
There we go. It's ready.
Coming.
Yeah,
It's ready now. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Good.
This is the correct one.
Yeah.
Very good, well done. Final idea is that they become professionals and they manage themselves with the business. So our idea is to make them know that we are there to help, but that they have to start to make their own profits, and that should be the way this project will end, without them needing us.
I'm studying to be a journalist or professor.
Yes, I will become a professional photographer. I will have a good future because from now I have a lot of experience in photography. I will be a professional in photography, then I will take a lot of photos and sell them. Then I will have a good future.
HYPOHEALS, to me, I look at it as my future. I'm dreaming I'm dreaming nothing apart from being a photographer. I would like to be a professional photographer. I would like to teach photography. And I would like to work as a reporter, at least in a newspaper or a local television center. That's my hope, and that is my vision.
Yeah, it can help because if you specialize in photography, you will get actually self-employment. Nobody will employ you, but will employ yourself. As the way you are struggling, maybe learning through taking the photo, through doing different other things. People will know you from various areas. They will call you. You will go and make your money from there, like wedding, graduation, some other simple parties. You will actually make your money from there, and that one is related to self-employment. Nobody will employ you. very proud on it that I am requesting you guys that the projects should continue, should not stop here. We should develop it until maybe should be known.
Oh, 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 oh. We like to tear it down. We got that beat, got that house, got that funky sound. We got that beat, got that beat, got that beat. For the streets, we got that beat, make you get out your seats. We got that everywhere we go. We like to tear it down. We got that beat, got that house, got that funky sound. We got that beat, got that beat, got that beat. For the streets, we got that beat, make you get out your seats. We got that. Yeah, it's the weekend, innit? The rave ain't really a rave to wearing it. Grinning, surrounded by women. Gonna take the stage bounce with that rhythm. Nah, we ain't sinning, we just love clubbing. We're dancing until the after party starting. We just wanna see your hands in the air. When the beat drops, nobody standing or staring. Wave your hands, follow me, like it's club policy. If I don't see your hands, then you have to leave the dance floor. Wave your hands, follow me, like it's club policy. If I don't see your hands, then you have to leave the dance floor. Leave the dance floor. If you can't give what we ask for, we're too hardcore. We ain't telling you twice. We make the cuts and we bring good vibes. We're funky. We weren't born in the year of the monkey, but everybody's aware of the name in the country. And we're so damn hot. We're about to bust. We don't need no drop. Wave them. We like to tear it down. We got that beat, got that house, got that funky sound. We got that beat, got that beat, got that beat. For the streets, we got that beat, make you get out your seats. We got that everywhere we go. We like to tear it down. We got that beat, got that house, got that funky sound. We got that beat.
You're the hope of Africa. Oh, the children are dying. Oh, help us, Jesus. You're the hope of Africa. Oh, the children need you, and the worst the children need. They need help from you, Jesus. Oh, stop the violence in Africa. Jesus, of Africa. Jesus, of Africa. Oh, the African child needs you, Jesus. Oh, the African child is suffering in the north. He needs you, Jesus. They need you. They strike their ears off, Lord Jesus. They cut their mouth, Lord. They strip them and wrap them, Lord Jesus. You are the hope of Africa. Jesus, you are the hope of Africa. You are the hope of Africa. You are the hope of Africa. You are the hope of Africa, Lord. You are the hope of Africa. They strike them, Lord. They rape them. They throw them out of their houses, Lord. They sleep without food, Lord. They need you, Lord, every day. They fight, they run. They have no mothers, they have no fathers. Oh, Lord, they need you. Oh, Jesus, you're the hope of Africa. Come on, Jesus.